Are you seeing?
It's live. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Barrister.
Yes.
All right. Hi
Am I
there. Good
okay?
evening. Good evening and welcome to Complete Politics with Chukwuma Okoro. I am Chukwuma Okoro. On the show today, we've been joined by irrepressible Barrister Darlington Agommo, a lawyer, social and political affairs commentator. Good evening, Barrister Agommo, and thanks for joining us on Complete Politics with Chukwuma Okoro. Hello, Barrister, can you hear me? Barrister, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Now, before we get into the show proper, we'll encourage you to click on the subscription button and subscribe to Complete Politics with Chukwuma Okoro to get notifications on breaking news, incisive and in-depth analysis on current local and international news. On the show today, we'll three interesting topics. Number one, 2027, Lagos National Union of Road Transport Workers boss Alhaji Mustapha Adenknle, also known as Sego, issues threats against those who might want to vote against APC in 2027 in Lagos. Well, away from that, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has denied plans to step down for any aspirant, and also Wike versus Showore saga over alleged U.S. mansion order. Now, let's get into it. Chairman of Lagos State Branch of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Mustapha Adenknle, also known as Shego, the man who replaced the national president of the association, MC Oluomo, here in Lagos as Lagos State Chairman, has threatened voters in the state of violence and possible death if they fail to vote for the ruling All Progressives Congress in 2027 in Lagos. Well, in a video that has been trending since Thursday, Sego is heard openly declaring war on anyone who fails to vote for the APC in 2027. The controversial Sego went on to vow that he and his foot soldiers will severely punish any Lagos resident who dares him and goes ahead to vote against the APC, insisting that he has the full backing of the government. He also boasted that what happened in 2023 presidential election when APC lost Lagos will never be allowed to repeat itself. The union leader is also heard rebuking members of the NURTW in the Ajeromi Ifolodun local government area of the state for working with politicians who are not members of the APC, stating that the union's full support is for the APC and any other party in the state is a counterfeit. He spoke in Yoruba language, but I'm going to interpret it in English. According to him, APC is our party in Lagos State. Another party is a counterfeit, whether you like it or not. We are not shy to say it. What happened in your axis at Adenknle that you all pretended like nothing happened, if such repeats itself, you will all be punished. Any of your transport workers who misbehaves, suspend him and have the evidence. Nobody dares to reinstate such worker. Even in that area that he lives, we will torment them and make them feel hell. We don't joke with APC in Lagos State. Nobody should think that what happened in 2023 will repeat itself in 2027. Anybody who makes any silly mistake and misbehaves in 2027 will be dealt with. Go and let them know that it's APC who will vote, he stated. Barrister, you've heard it. This is a rehash of what happened in 2023, where anti-APC sentiments were exhibited openly in Lagos. People were harmed, assaulted, and disenfranchised. In all that happened, APC Lagos lost to the Labour Party in the presidential election. As we speak, nobody was arrested, nobody was prosecuted, no justice for the victims. Now we hear Sego threatening Lagosians ahead of the 2027 election. DSS has squeezed him. Barrister, what's your broad reaction to this developing infamy? Can we hear you, sir?
Mr. Okoro, without missing,
yes, sir.
Tell that man that what MC Oluomo did in 2023 we too will not allow it to happen in 2027. This nonsense is getting out of hand. What kind of rubbish is this, for God's sake? Hold on. Is it not supposed to be the center of excellence? So this is the excellence we are going to experience in Lagos. We are tout and riffraffs are threatening the entire Lagos because of election. And what I hear now that DSS are quizzing him, and so what? He should be prosecuted. Not just quizzing, he should be prosecuted. By the way, which government did he say that is backing him? Is it the federal or state? Mr. Okoro, you can see what we're getting into. You can see how the people want to destroy Lagos. You can imagine. So, what makes him think that this threat, the opposition will take it lightly? They too are preparing. Mr. Okoro, they too are preparing. Let us see that power they have, whether their power is bigger than the whole of Lagos. We are going to see that thing they want to do in 2027. The police and DSS have not taken him in. They have not prosecuted him. They don't quiz him and leave him with all these threats. You can imagine. So what happened now? If another opposition gather their own member and tell them to even go and buy gun and every other thing and wait for this threat, Mr. What do you think will happen to Lagos? Someone who is watching and waiting, Abi. APC realize that, look, they don't own Lagos. APC does not own Lagos. It is not possible. They do not own Lagos. Let me say it clearly here. Let them come and tell me when they bought Lagos and who they bought it from. Since he's claiming that APC owns Lagos, in what way and how?
Barrister, APC is the party in government, both at the federal level and here in Lagos State. So when he says that APC owns Lagos, is that a mistake? Is that a misrepresentation? APC is the party in government in Lagos and even at the federal level.
Mr. Okoro, if other states that do not belong to APC now issue the same threat and say that if anybody votes outside their state, another party that is not the party in government in that state, what do you think will happen, Mr. Okoro? You can see how this particular political party is destroying Nigeria. So this is how APC have been winning the election, by threat, intimidation. By threat and intimidation. Is that how to win power? Hold on. Is that how to win power? Who gave that particular man, who gave him that authority to make such a statement? He told us that the government is backing him.
Barrister, you are asking me a question. Who gave him that authority? He says he has the backing of the government. He was very clear on that. So should we be asking who gave him the authority? He already has the authority. And since he made this statement, we have not seen the government say, no, you don't have our backing. So what it practically means is that the government is behind him.
Mr. Okoro, you remember when they told you that they don't want problem in Lagos, they don't want protests. Now they are using their hand to draw trouble into Lagos. You can see how this particular APC government, whether federal or state, you can see how they are using their own hand to destroy Lagos. What makes them think that the people they are threatening are going to allow them to do what they did in 2023? It can never happen. No. People are not ready for them. With this threat now, people are going to prepare seriously. So, if you know what is good for you as the governor, go and call that guy. Tell the police to prosecute him so that this threat will be punished. Go and bring that guy in, because if not, the opposition they are threatening, they will not take it lightly. There is going to be problem in Lagos if this nonsense continue. And I'm not joking about it, because how can somebody make such a threat? Look at the person they've been talking. Who is he? Who is he to be making such a threat?
No, Barrister, we understand that the DSS has invited and quizzed him. The DSS is yet to make a comment on that. Now, when bad behavior is rewarded, it gets worse. You know that as much as I do. Now, the man who disenfranchised Lagosians in 2023 was rewarded with the plum job of national chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers.
Against the judgment of the court.
Okay, against the judgment of
Against
the
the
court.
judgment of the court. Eh?
Now,
You can
barrister,
see this APC and what they are doing to Nigeria. Impunity, arrogance, disobedience of court order, rule of law. Everything about this party is all about brigandage, destruction, violence. And yet they are claiming they have come to repair Nigeria. You can imagine. Contradiction on all fronts. What they are saying is not what they are doing. Look at the whole Lagos. Lagos has become the property of one man. And look at the type of riffraff he has gathered to be threatening everybody. Telling me that they have his backing. Can you imagine? They have his backing, Abi. Who is the government in power today? Is it not APC? Both federal and state. So it is APC that is behind him. It is APC government. The same APC is telling you that they are going to bring a paradise in Nigeria. Is that how to bring paradise? By using intimidation and threat to win election.
No, barrister,
So
they said that we have... Barrister, the president said that we have turned the corner and that the worst is over. So if you talk about bringing paradise, isn't paradise here already?
No, the worst is coming. Mr. Okoro, with what we are seeing now and with the way they are going about this election, the worst is coming. In fact, let it even happen. Because we have refused to learn a lesson. It was this type of nonsense that caused the Wild Wild West in 1964. Have you forgotten? It was this type of nonsense. Some people started it, and the rest is history. Let it happen again. Maybe people will learn a lesson after this one. This nonsense is too much now. How can riffraffs begin to threaten the whole Lagos? For what? Every minute of the day.
Okay, Barrister Gomo, I think this thing is beyond Lagos. You understand very well that the National Union of Road Transport Workers is a national partner, you know, with the election umpire INEC. They help them in distributing materials on election day, on election period, nationwide. Now, what is the implication of this alliance in the broader and complex nature of the transparent, free, fair, and credible elections in Nigeria? If we have the state chairman of NURT threatening Nigerians, threatening Lagosians, look, if you vote against APC, you will be harmed, we will assault you. Now, we have the national chairman of the same association in Abuja, and NURTW is a partner with INEC. What does that tell you? What's the implication of that partnership?
Look, you see, I have said it. The opposition, in fact, the opposition, if you allow this thing to go unchallenged, then you are no longer opposition. The opposition should equally gather their own people and issue a counter threat to tell them that they are not foolish or coward. The opposition, this is the time for you to react. Rose Viber, you and your group in Lagos, you should equally issue a counter threat, telling them that you are ready for this thing that they are planning. That is the only way to tell them that they don't own Lagos. That is the only way. I am not joking. Rose Viber, you and your own people, you should equally gather and tell them that this Lagos does not belong to them. They cannot threaten anybody. That even if they want to tell that you people, you too, you are ready and you must be prepared. Whatever they want us to do, like, we are going to do it and meet them first for first, because that is the only way these people will learn a lesson. They did it the other time and got away with it. That's why they are threatening everybody again. For what? Mr. Okoro, for what? Go and look at these guys that are doing all this. Common riffraffs. They are not contributing anything to Lagos. Except the nuisance value, parasites. Parasites. They are not contributing anything in Lagos except this thing they are doing: brigandage, violence, extortion. And these are the people that are claiming to own Lagos. Can you imagine? Mr. Okoro, can you imagine? This is where we are going. Because they got away with it the last time, they want to do it again. And they believe that we are going to accept it, Abi. No, it's not possible. I said, no, it can never happen again. The opposition, they have already thrown a challenge to you. It is not left for you to react.
All right, now, Barrister, what do you expect the government to do? Or do you think at this time, with everything you understand about politics in Nigeria, do you think that the government will ever call him to order? Like I said, when bad behavior is rewarded, it gets worse. Look at what they did to Lagosians in 2023. And the man at the center of the drama in 2023 is now in Abuja, paying visits to some powerful people in Abuja. So do you expect that the government to do anything? Practically, from what you understand.
They will not do anything because they have not done anything. They are the ones empowering these guys. They are the ones empowering them. So if we not keep quiet, that means it will not continue. It will not continue forever. There must be a stop for Udemy at one point or the other. They will never call them to order. They will call them them. And this is somebody who said he wants to bring peace and progress to Nigeria. How to bring peace and progress to Nigeria? How long will this nonsense go in Lagos? Everybody just allow this guy to be doing whatever they like. In fact, the opposition, you people should gather yourself together and issue a counter threat. Issue a counter threat so that they will know that you two are prepared for them. This thing must not go unchallenged. That's the only way to call them to order. Their pay masters cannot call them to order. They can never call them to order because they believe that Lagos has been conquered and handed over to Adenknle. For what?
All right. Okay, but Barrister, if you understand, Barrister, if you understand what happened in 2023, now that momentum, that was driven by a conglomeration of Nigerians, do you think at the present, based on the clampdown that has happened over time, based on the intimidation and the harassment, do you think Lagosians will come out openly in 2027 to oppose Adenknle and his men and APC? What do you see coming?
Yes. They are going to counter this thing. I mean, even before I expect the opposition to challenge threats. They should challenge it and tell them that they are waiting. If they keep quiet, then it is over. That is the meaning. If they keep quiet over this threat,
all right,
it is over. That means we have handed over Lagos to refrap grant. Who can threaten our life anytime they like? And the police and DSS and army, they be watching and looking at it. What kind of rubbish is that? This threat is enough for this guy to be taken to court and prosecuted. So if that is not done, that means the government is backing them through. Government is backing them through. So is that how to win? That's my question. Is that how to cut the market? So this is how Lagosians want to balance their own affairs in a democratic setting. Every election must be characterized with violence in Lagos State. Carried out by Agberos and the electoral talk. Is that what Lagos is all about? We have Lagos become a state of Agberos. Lagos, you claim to be state of excellence. Is that the type of what kind of rubbish is this? Every time everybody. Go to the market, go to the Mustapha. You can see how these guys have become an untargeted government, extorting money from people at will, and nobody is talking. Nobody is calling them to order. Are they the owner of Lagos? No, tell me, are they the owner of Lagos? Who told them that people will allow this to continue? Look, Mr. Okoro, if the opposition does not challenge this, I will write them off. I will write them off.
Okay. All right then. Okay. All right then. Barrister, the DSS has invited and quizzed him. Let us see what the next step that the DSS will take and what the government will do about all of this. We'll go for a short break. And what... Okay.
I don't buy that to prison. When DSS want to work, we have seen people that have arrested in them and taken to court. For minor, not to talk of entering an entire state. Make it insightful statement. Where is NPC? Where is NPC? Can they sanction this particular political party? Can they sanction them? They are the ones hitting on the politics. They are the ones making arrogant statements. Destroying our institutions. Suppressing opposition. What kind of party is that?
All right, Barrister. Okay, now, Barrister, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see the next step, the action that the government will take. We'll go on a short break, and when we return,
they should not wait.
Okay. All right, then, Barrister.
They will never do anything.
Okay, Barrister. Barrister, thank you very much. All right, then. All right, thank you very much, Barrister. Let's go for a short break, and when we return, Barrister, let's go for a short break, and when we return, we'll talk about Atiku denying, not stepping down for any presidential aspirant under the platform of the ADC. Please do join us again. We'll be right back.